Before we start, check out the link in the description below for more vegan content, and also hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Number 5. The Vegan Black Bean Burger. Speaking of vegan burgers, the vegan black bean burger is definitely considered by many vegans to be their favorite burger. All you need to make this delicious meal is to soak 2 cups of raw black beans overnight, and then the next day, when you're all set to cook, start cooking your beans in a pressure cooker for 5 minutes on low pressure. In a separate pan, toast 1 cup of walnuts for 5 minutes on medium-low heat. After that, add your walnuts, a teaspoon of cumin, chili powder, and cayenne, and mix them all up in a food processor. After they're all completely processed, start sautéing onions and garlic until translucent. Now, add the beans, onions, and garlic, a cup of oatmeal, half a cup of vegan breadcrumbs, and the walnut mixture in the food processor with the rest of the ingredients. Process the mixture until you have a nice rough texture, like burger meat. Lastly, shape the burgers and then air fry them for 10 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 205 Celsius. Now, grab your favorite burger buns with some lettuce and tomato, and enjoy. Number 4. Vegan Sloppy Joe with potato disc fries. Who says vegan dishes can't sound fancy and have a great taste at the same time? This vegan version of the Sloppy Joe is to die for, and the recipe isn't very hard either. To make this dish, heat a stainless steel pan to avoid unwanted chemicals, and add 2 tablespoons of oil to it once it's hot. After that, sauté a medium-sized onion and garlic and add all the required spices to them after 3 to 5 minutes. While that is sautéing, prep your tomatoes. We love using our manual food processor. It's quick and easy. By now, you should be able to throw in 1.5 cups of TVP, or textured vegetable protein, tomatoes, and a cup of low-sodium vegetable broth. And let simmer for 10 minutes. While the Sloppy Joe is simmering, start working on the potato disc fries. In a bowl, mix the fries with garlic powder, oregano, rosemary, salt, and pepper to taste with 3 tablespoons of oil, and then air fry them for 15 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or 205 Celsius. While the potatoes are cooking, check to see if the 10 minutes is up on the Sloppy Joes. If it is, then mix in the rest of the Sloppy Joe ingredients and let it simmer for another 5 to 7 minutes. Lastly, let the food rest for 5 minutes before eating. Then, choose your bread wisely, and you're all set to enjoy this delicious meal. Number 3. Fried Chicken Seitan with collard greens. The name surely must amaze any vegan who knows that chicken cannot be part of a vegan lifestyle, obviously because it's an animal-free diet. But let me tell you, this vegan fried chicken isn't real fried chicken. It uses seitan and converts it to feel like you're having a classic American-style fried chicken. Get yourself some good seitan from the market that's chicken breast sized and weighs around 8 to 10 ounces, and you're all good to go. Have 2 bowls set out for your preparations. Pour half a cup of almond milk into one bowl and soak your seitan in it for around 10 seconds. And then take the seitan out and put it in the other bowl, which must have a cup of flour, a teaspoon of paprika, cayenne, garlic powder, and a tablespoon of cumin in it. Once your seitan is all coated, air fry it for 5 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 190 Celsius. While that's cooking, start working on the side, prepping the onions. A manual food processor works great for us. Then, heat up a pan and pour some oil when the pan is heated. Sauté half of a medium onion and 5 cloves of garlic until they're translucent. Then, add the collard greens, which should be about 7 to 9 good-sized pieces cut into 2-inch squares. And with that, add a teaspoon of chili flakes and the juice of half of a lemon. Remember, the longer you fry them, the less crunchy the collard greens will be. And that's it, your food is ready. Number 2, vegan meatloaf balls with mashed potatoes. When we're already having everything from vegan burgers to vegan fried chicken, why not try out a vegan meatloaf recipe? Since you'll be having a side of mashed potatoes with this one, better start off by boiling those potatoes first. 4 to 5 Yukon potatoes will do the job. And with that, cook 2 cups of lentil in a pressure cooker for a period of 5 minutes on low pressure. Once your lentils are all cooked, add the lentils and cut up vegetables, those being 1 medium red onion, 1 medium green onion, 2 stalks of celery, 4 cloves of garlic minced. Also add 1.5 cups of oatmeal, a 1/4 cup of flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and a tablespoon of oregano, marjoram, cumin, salt, and pepper into the food processor. Then, process the mixture until a rough, cohesive texture forms. Once the mixture is good enough, make meatloaf balls sized by your hand. and then air fry them for 10 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 205 Celsius, or according to your crispiness preference. For the mashed potatoes, have the boiled potatoes pureed with a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, dried parsley, dried oregano, salt, and pepper, and process them all together. When you're done making the meal, do enjoy. Number 1. Vegan Chicken Seitan Pot Pie. Another recipe that uses seitan as the star ingredient that replaces chicken in the all-time favorite chicken pot pie. This recipe is worth dying for when it's all cooked and ready. Since you'll be using frozen vegan pie crust in this recipe, let it sit out for about 15 minutes at room temperature before properly cooking it. Start off by slicing or chopping a medium potato, half a cup of mushrooms, and half of a medium-sized onion. Again, the manual food processor works great for this. Then, in a heated pan, saute 3 cloves of garlic for some time using 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then add the mushrooms and the onions to the pan. After that, add a cup of almond milk to it and wait until it gets hot. Once the almond milk is warmed up, gradually add 1/3 of a cup of flour in the pan while you keep on stirring it. Lastly, add the potatoes and 2 cups of frozen vegetables, a 1/4 cup of fresh parsley, 2 tablespoons of garlic herb seasoning spice, and some other seasonings to taste. Add the mixture to the pie crust, use the other pie crust to act as the top. Before baking it, make sure to put a small cross-like slit at the top of the pie to let it release its steam. And then bake it in the oven for 30 minutes. Our Ninja Foodie did a great job baking this. We hope you enjoy. This must have got you all drooling, so don't forget to make these fantastic recipes and enjoy them to their fullest. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.